Hey guys, what's up? This is John from Magic Tech Review. Recently, I've reached a really big milestone in my career. It's 1,000 subscribers, guys. You know, a lot of channels try to reach that, and you know they don't reach it sometimes, or whatever happens. And so I've reached that, and for my special guest today, Mr. Striker Prime, I didn't want to have anybody else but him because he's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Little John supporter. And you know, for you other guys, I really appreciate you too. You know, this is Little John's army, so we're gonna go ahead and focus on Mr. Striker Prime. Go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy.
Hey guys, what's going on? MSP here, coming at you with John and his 100 subscriber special. Thank you so much, John. I'm so happy to be here. This is an absolute honor and pleasure. You know, you're doing great, and I hope you continue to do what you're doing, and I hope your channel hits 1 million subs, dude, because Little John deserves this. You deserve it. You're just an amazing person, and I'm really happy that I know you. Anyways, so a little bit about me and my channel. I started YouTube in 2012, and I wanted to make an entertainment channel. So in doing so, I decided to do every single thing that comes to my mind. That means every single thing that I thought of. You know, it's very diverse. It's not just one set series. It's not another set series. And, you know, there's just a whole bunch of content on my channel, and it's very, very different. I'm sure John can tell you about it if we have time, but
Well,
yeah, basically it's
one thing.
sorry.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to point out: Ninja Sex Party, a cover. So this dude's singing, and then he goes from singing to he's got a review on some fruit juice. So I saw that, and I was like, man, I was just hooked from then on, man. I was like, this dude can do anything. Go ahead, keep going,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Sorry about that.
So basically, like John said, it goes from the little things to serious things. It's just a whole pot full of things, and as I'll get into when we talk about why I got into YouTube, it'll make more sense later. But the first thing I want to bring up in this podcast is copyright.
Hold on,
I know
brother.
I've gotten copyright.
Let me get these guys something.
Personally about his copyright. So
Hold
go
on,
ahead,
brother.
take it with you.
Let me get these guys on the gameplay here. So we're gonna play some slaying.
Oh yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah.
I blame you.
Why?
I saw your review. Oh, I'm gonna check it out. I haven't stopped playing it since I watched it.
Well,
I love that game.
I only have one character. I don't actually play it as much as I'd like to, because I'm busy with this
Yeah.
YouTube stuff, dude.
Yeah, and it's all worth it, man.
Yeah, it
Especially
is.
with your buzz.
Yeah. So go ahead. First topic. I'm sorry, brother.
It's no problem, man. Basically, guys, copyright. What is it? It's where there is certain topics or certain things that are in a video that go against the terms and conditions against YouTube. And when you get a copyright strike, it is more than likely because you have content that is protected under a license, or if it's like music or something for a channel, it's a licensed music under another artist. It's a little bit confusing, but basically what it is you're using other content that isn't yours, and it goes against the terms and conditions. So that's, and I can understand why, because if you think about it, the artist, we'll go back to this music example, the artist is protecting their content so they can earn as much money from it as possible. So they're protecting their living. So I kind of understand. And for those of you that don't really understand copyright strikes, hopefully that cleared it up a little bit. So yeah, it's just, to me, it's a way of protecting specific content that helps people make a living. So, you know, for all the times I made a copyright strike, I want to apologize for that, for using content that wasn't mine. But
Yeah, guys.
have anything for that, John?
Yeah. I know, guys. You want to use that super cool music in your background and everything. And you know, we want to all get away with a little copywriting. But if you do feel like you want to play a certain game or certain music, you know what I'm saying, just reach out to the people. Usually they'll just let you go ahead and use it without, you know what I'm saying, they just want to be mentioned. You know, it takes just a little description in the, you know, or a little link in the description or whatever. There's actually a couple of YouTubers that have a nice guide and link to use the copyright basically you just reach out to them in an email and they, hey, you like, hey man, I want to use your content, you know what I'm saying, what do you feel about it? And they'll say, okay, no problem, and they'll let you use it. So
Yeah, like with me, I wanted to use some music from the ground above, so I reached out to him, was able to use the content as long as I gave the person a link in the description, and it's that simple.
all right,
So,
cool. So what's the next topic at hand there, brother?
the next topic is one of my biggest pet peeves, and it's happened to you, and I want to address this. It's copying copying other content from people without giving them any sort of credit. And I know this happened to you. The channel's going to remain nameless, but
Dude, I was floored. I was floored, man. But go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, guys, using content, or using other YouTubers' content and not making it your own, or making it your own, or whatever the case may be, using it without their permission is taking away from their revenue. What they make off of it, if you're taking from them. So all the money that John could have made from this video, or this specific video, he knows which one it is, I know which one it is, and all the possible revenue is possibly cut in half because of this person. He didn't give him no credit, no nothing. And that's a big problem to me, especially with John, because of the fact of what he's doing for his son. This isn't for John, this is for his son. And it's to benefit him, and with this person using that content without giving John any credit, it takes away from little John. And that's what makes me so upset. So, you got anything else?
Yeah, definitely. If you know, I know, guys, you know, you have big ambitions, big dreams, and you see these people making success and everything. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know, me. Come on, I'm still a small channel. I'm only 1,000 subscribers, guys. But I'm even the big YouTubers, guys. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes a copycat. Try to differentiate it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I know. Some of the topics can be a little bit, you know, there's a gray area where you want to do something or whatever, but at least give it some time. Don't do it like the day after they do it. You know what I'm saying? Or put your own spin on it, or don't label it the same thing. Anything, guys. You know what I'm saying? Just, yeah. I was, when I seen that, I was like, oh my God. I could not believe my eyes, man. But I mean, I understand that copying is the biggest form of flattery, so you know what I'm saying. I kind of didn't feel as strongly as you do, but now, you know what I'm saying, I do now. Now I do see why you were feeling that way. You know what I'm saying. I didn't think of it in that way, but now that I think back on it, you know what I'm saying, it does kind of take me off.
And I mean, and if you want to do something that John or I do, all you have to do is reach out to us in the comments. That's it. Just ask. More than likely, 90% of the time, depending on what our series is, we're gonna be okay with you using our content. And I speak for both of us because I'm assuming it's true. But for me, all you have to do, if you see something you like and you want to do it, all I ask is you just comment on my video asking, and I will reply to you as soon as I can.
Or at least a link in the description to our version of it. You know what I'm saying? That would have been fine.
You don't even have to do that. All I want to do is be noticed for what I put out. That's all I ask. I don't care if it's a link in the description. I don't care if it's a, you know, to me, I just want to be noticed. You know what I mean?
I got you, brother.
Yeah. In your case, it might be a little bit different, but for me, that's what it is.
All right. So I got a question for you. So how did you get started on YouTube, bro?
Well, when I started YouTube in 2012, and when I started it, I was going through a really rough patch. I was depressed all the time. And, I watched one YouTuber called the Syndicate Project. I don't know if you know him or not, but he was kind of my inspiration. I saw how happy and, you know, how happy he made people, and how, you know, and how much of an audience he had. And how big of, and you know, I watched his channel, and it was kind of an inspiration to me to start, but when I started, it was just to help with my anxiety and depression. Now, 3 years later, I'm gonna turn my idea around and use it for entertainment purposes and to help people get through their day and make their day extremely good or better than what it is. I'm kind of, the reason why I do so much is because I'm trying to help people get through their day and help them feel better about what's going on in their lives, because that's what YouTube did for me. So I'm not really focused on subscribers. I'm really focused on giving back to YouTube what YouTube has given to me. So that's really why I started YouTube, is to give back.
Okay. Yeah, the reason I started YouTube is kind of funny. I was still doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying, trying to gain some revenue for Little John, and a friend had told me about this thing called GoFundMe, and I was like, oh wow, that's gonna be so cool. People are gonna hear about Little John's autism, and they're just gonna pull out their wallets and they're gonna start donating, right? And I was like, cool, you know what I'm saying? Maybe get him because originally it was for an iPad to get him to be able to use it to communicate with us. They have like a lot of apps on there that have pictures, and you know, so he can tell us that he's cold or that he's hungry or that he needs something to drink. I mean, he can tell me that, but you know, just for him to be able to tell me I'm sad, I'm happy, Dad, you know what I'm saying, anything, it would have been a blessing. But as it turns out, I guess people are not as giving as I thought they were. I have like 400 something friends, so-called friends on Facebook, which I didn't get anything from anybody. All he got was $10 from an ex. So, and you know, that was just like, man, I was so devastated. And it's still been up. It's been up for now 3 months now. So that GoFundMe thing is still on my page if you guys so choose to donate. But I decided to just go ahead and entertain for free, and you know what I'm saying, well, there is of course ad revenue, so I decided to go ahead and, you know, well, they're not going to donate that way. Maybe if I create a nice enough channel, you know, I mean, he can't speak but I can, so I'm sure gonna.
You're speaking for him.
Exactly.
That speaks volumes to me. It really does. And John, I'm gonna tell you, don't stop what you're doing. Do not stop. You're doing an amazing thing, man. I've told you this a million times, but I am behind you and Little John 100%. And if you guys are worried about him spending his money on him, he doesn't do that. This man lives for his son, and I admire the living crap out of him for it. I admire this man so much because his son's in a position to where he may not even be able to tell his dad that he loves him, or he may not be able to show his emotions. So every single penny would be going to stuff that would help Little John communicate to Big John, and that's what matters. Every single penny that is earned from this, the GoFundMe, everything that is donated is to help Little John be able to communicate properly. And that's so amazing. And I urge you guys, so much. If you have even $1 counts, it all counts. So if you want to support Little John and be able to being able to communicate and be better off, you know, please donate. Please watch his videos as much as you can, because every time he watches a video, money is earned. Or every time you watch a video, money is earned for Little John. Every time I watch a video, all the likes and subscriptions that John is getting is going to Little John. And that's the important thing. And if I had money, I'd donate. I'd be a part of it, but I just can't. So I'm urging you guys.
You're doing your part, brother. You're doing your part.
Just
for being such a supporter of Little John, dude. You're doing your part. Don't worry. Don't you worry about it, brother.
Yeah, and I watch John's videos just to help earn money for Little John. He's not only is this for Little John, he's an amazing guy. I mean, if you get time to talk to him, just talk to him. I mean, there's just so much that I love about this channel, and I love about John as a person. It's mind-blowing.
I mean, dude, every time you see me on chat,